Hey everybody, it's Yo Taylor back here at the Style Table on My Style Mondays. I'm here with Dr. Laticia Nicole Beatty. She is a motivational entrepreneurial speaker and a transformation evangelist. Dr. Laticia Nicole Beatty. My goodness, let me tell you, this lady is not only gorgeous, stylish, but let me tell you about her. Dr. Laticia Nicole Beatty is a native of Detroit who resides in Raleigh, Durham. She is a certified life coach, nursing home administrator, nonprofit founder of Purpose Professionals Incorporated, plus an independent business owner of her own vitamin and herbal tea company. But wait, there's more. She gave birth to that because she got COVID. So, I mean, when you're dealing with something and you come up with a remedy to help others, that is certainly a gift. And it's somebody that really cares about other people. She's also the owner and operator of a 120-bed assisted living facility, as well as the CEO and founder of Laticia Nicole Enterprise LLC. Now, she has a 120-bed assisted living facility. Again, caring about others. I love it. I love it. Her creativity blossoms as the editor-in-chief of Speak Life. Check this out, Speak Life magazine, and the founder of Speak Life Transformational Institute. Dr. Laticia established Speak Life Enterprises to serve women and girls who feel stuck in their lives because of fear, rejection, depression, mental illness, or post-traumatic syndrome. Let me tell you something. When I was a teenager, I was an awkward teenager. My goodness, to have something where I could have learned how to get out of that and get out of feeling almost depressed because you feel like you're less than and you're afraid of everything, and also rejection. We all fear rejection, She electrifies audiences, which I know because I witnessed it. She got on stage, man, by the time she got done, I was so motivated. She is definitely a speaker that you want to hear. So whenever you get a chance, you definitely want to be in the audience when this lady is speaking. She has earned a Lifetime Achievement Award and countless awards for being a humanitarian and mentor, as well as a media darling, and that's for real. And seen in countless magazine covers, broadcast outlets, and online sites. She's going to drop her information so you can get a hold of her if you need her to speak at your conferences. If you need anything, she's got you covered, especially in terms of needing motivation and wanting to change your life and to make strides forward. I'm here to welcome Dr. Laticia Nicole Beatty. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Who was that you were talking about? Because I don't listen. That person, listen. I'm like, who is that?
Oh my gosh. And you look gorgeous as always. I remember when I saw you in Las Vegas and there was a panel and all the ladies on the panel were fabulous. But she got up there and by the time I was like, yes, I can. Just so much energy, so much positivity. It was just amazing to see you up there, and you are electric on that stage for sure.
Thank you so much. And let me tell you, I had so much fun with you guys. Y'all had the best energy as well. So you made it easy for the energy to flow. Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming. Let's start out with, we need to talk about all of this. And of course, because it's a style show. Mm-hmm. Let's start out talking about the fact that you're on the cover of magazines. You're speaking in front of, hundreds, if not thousands of people. You're mm-hmm. on TV, and you're also an author of 8 books. So you are out in front at all time. So let's talk about your eight books. I mean, 8 books, because I've got
Woo.
books.
Oh boy. So, and actually and I shouldn't have favorite books, you guys, but my first book that I wrote was a 100-day devotional. It's called Speak Life, right? And it's where it teaches you how to speak life into your health, your wealth, and your finances,
Ooh,
right? And relationships. And it gives you a place to journal. And of course, I'm God's girl, and I'm unapologetic about it. And it has scripture and reflections and goals. So
love
it teaches you how to affirm affirmations, right? For your health, your wealth, your finance, and relationships. So that's like my favorite book because it was my first book that was birthed. And then I believe I Am Beautiful, which is this is
it.
me as a little girl. That's me. That's me.
Oh,
And I used to think I was such the ugly duckling as a little girl, right? And in this book called I Am Beautiful, the words of powerful girls. So we're teaching little girls to speak life into themselves, right? Before they turn to adults that don't know how to speak life and feel ugly and insecure. And so my mom, I'm gonna just a spoiler alert, my mom used to tell me all the time, and they didn't say beautiful back then, they used to say pretty, right?
mhm.
And she'll say, Tisha, because that's my mother called me, Tisha,
Oh,
you're so pretty. And I say, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because I compared myself to all the little girls in the neighborhood who had blonde hair and blue eyes you know, and I compared myself. I was the darkest little girl in the neighborhood, and I didn't think that I was worth it, right?
mhm.
And so this book will help little girls see themselves as uniquely and wonderfully made with a purpose. Oh, so I
Love
have another book, and I don't know if you want me to talk about all 8, but all of my books have their real stories, our stories, His glory, which I also do a yearly cruise with women, and so they can share their stories, and I make them international speakers. And we actually have a cruise that just passed in May.
Yeah.
We had 25 women. That was amazing. And so on next year, now we're getting authors for now this Our Stories, His Glory, and we're going to Jamaica, man,
Ooh,
and and May 13th to the 18th. And now we're going to start working on Our Stories, His Glory, third edition. We also have Healing Toxic Habits, and that is
mhm.
also an anthology. And those toxic habits being shame, doubt, guilt, anger, right?
Yeah.
These things that we deal with and nobody likes to talk about. So I teach women how to deal with those toxic coping mechanisms, those toxic habits, right?
You're
Um,
right.
Also, I am a domestic violence survivor, and I have a book called Unsilence Faces of Domestic Violence, and it teaches women how to get out safely. And
Mhm.
that is also another anthology with women sharing their stories, but also giving you the tools that you need to get out of those
I
relationships.
love that. I love that. I really love that because everything that you talk about has affected me in some way or another, or affects my business in some way or another. That little girl in that book, that was me. I always thought I was an ugly little girl. I thought I was an ugly teen. I thought for the longest time. And especially when you're in junior high and you're at your most awkward stage. I mean, so that's what drew me to fashion. And that's how it was my escape. And that helped me to feel like, you know, I could look nice. And I found my voice through fashion. And I will be purchasing that book for I have 3 granddaughters. And so I will be purchasing that book for all 3 of the girls. So I think it's so important. And for women who are surviving domestic violence, I always say, with your clothes, take your clothes. And women are trying to escape with their babies,
Mhm,
with the
mhm.
clothes on their back. That's the time. That's who you want to think about. Yes, because their daughters, they're they're escaping, and they're also taking their children, girls and boys, take those clothes to battered women's shelters. So, and with a blueprint of how they can get out, that is so important. That is
It
so
is.
important. Because a lot
Thank
of people just don't know how
you.
safely, safely, you
Safe.
know, safely. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. I've had women to walk up to me and ask me and tell me, I wish you would have wrote this book earlier because my sister would be alive still. Um, this book is now helping a lot of women. And just like what you just said, I have people that will purchase the book and give the book to ladies that they know that are in abusive relationships. And it doesn't look like, when you see it, people, they're not going to say what is that, because it looked like a pretty book with different colors, right? But in back of this book, safety with an order of protection, while at home, safety plan, preparing to leave, right?
Mhm.
On the job and public, protection order. When I leave, I should. And it's a list of things. Telephone numbers I need to know. Um, I tell you, this book is saving lives.
Wow. I bet. I bet. I've dealt with women all my life, and I know of women. I know the space. I've been there to see it. So to have a roadmap that gives women the courage to leave, and it doesn't matter what your background is. I talked to a woman about her situation, and she lived in Palm Beach, wealthy,
Yeah,
wealthy, wealthy. So it doesn't matter what your income is. If you need to get out, everybody needs a blueprint.
everybody.
Everybody, everybody. So that's beautiful. Now you also, so let's talk about you surviving COVID, and
Ooh,
you came up with this herbal tea, and you do, okay, you even said eyelashes too. I don't know.
yeah. Look, yeah. Blink of Beauty. I got those here too.
Okay.
Laticia Nicole. Yeah, yeah. Well, let's talk about it. So it was right when the pandemic started,
Hmm.
right? I had retired from skilled, uh, I'll say skilled facility. I was
Yeah.
working in nursing homes as a nursing home administrator, and I had a company to ask me to come back and to help them get back their star rating. Because when I left them 2 years before, they were at a 4.5 star. They were doing well. And so they contacted me and it was like, okay, Laticia, we need you to come back. Would you come back? I said, sure. I wasn't doing nothing but getting fat and
The
eating
rest
bonbons. Okay.
right.
And and so I went back on March 23rd, 2020.
Oh, that
And
was my birthday.
by my mother's birthday, March 30th, I
Wow.
was full blown COVID. And her best friend also died in Detroit, Michigan. That's where my family is, of COVID, because she worked in a nursing home. So I was there for 7 days, and people that I hugged when I went in, that I spoke to, 25 people died from that strand that I had.
Mm,
And
mm-mm.
I have a comorbidity, or of asthma. And so, because I'm a registered nurse by trade,
Mhm.
and because people were dying every time they went to the hospital, I refused to go. So, for 2.5 months, I stayed in my basement away from my family. Thank God I have a CPAP machine here. I had a Senum spirometer here. I had a O2, right? So I
Right.
can take my pulse ox.
Yeah.
I had all these things here because I'm a nurse.
Right.
So what I did was I put a whole bunch of teas together. Okay.
Mhm.
I was putting green tea, black tea, dandelion tea, right? I was putting, oh my God, I went ginger root,
Oh,
turmeric. I put everything together. Okay. Peppermint. I did. I went crazy with it. And I started to feel better. Okay.
mm.
I had brain fog. I was having
Oh,
palpitations. I would sleep for 3 days at a time.
wow.
Okay. So what I did when I drink these teas and I was feeling better and I was like, oh my God. So I put everything that I was drinking in one tea bag, right? And so, and I don't know if you can see this, but Speak Life Enterprise 14-day detox is gluten-free, no GMO, boost your energy. I end up losing 25 pounds,
Ooh.
right? And I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So it's organic Robios, organic green tea,
Hmm.
oolong tea. It's ginger root, which I love, pomegranate, bitter melon, papaya, which is delicious, dandelion leaf, Garcinia cambodia. Look it up,
Oh, well, there it is. There it is.
right? Peppermint leaf and stevia leaf, all in one tea bag. Okay. And so then I was taking two vitamin C's to equal to 1,000 milligrams. So what I did was I formulated a vitamin C for one tab, 1,000 milligrams. I was taking 4 tabs for
Hmm.
ginger and turmeric. So I formulated 2 tabs that got ginger and turmeric in it. So that's how it came about. Speak Life is everything. So my logo went on it, and we put it together. And hey, it's listen, it's saving marriages, and it's helping people stay healthy. And I'm loving. I'm loving. I had a husband to let me know that his wife is now fitting in her old clothes and now getting into her old underoos, and he was excited. And so he bought his wife some more tea. Okay. So so I really tell you it's wonderful. It helps speed up your metabolism. And for those that deal with bloating, it helps with bloating as well.
That's good to know because you guys, you know, we're many of us are 40 and up, and menopause mixed with, if you're at that pre-stage where you're still, having that cycle, and you're still having a cycle, but the menopause is starting. It's like, I call it a witch's brew, and it is like you're in this vortex of bloating and hot flash hell all at the same time. So you've got the PMS plus menopause, early menopause symptoms. It is crazy.
It's crazy.
So yeah, so you guys definitely, she's gonna listen, you guys. She's gonna drop all of her information in the comments, every single thing, so you can buy her books, so you can buy her tea. I'm getting some of the tea, and I'm getting the book. Okay. Yes, so she's going to drop all that information in the contacts so you can connect with her. So now we also want to talk a little bit about this cruise, this retreat you do for women, because we like retreats.
Yes. So every year I take women on a retreat so they can relax, relay, and retreat. But it's a catch to it. Our story says glory. I teach women how to heal. So I know a lot of people, I do things a little differently. Speak, heal, write.
Mm,
Okay. Speak. I have people speak and tell their story.
okay.
And then as they're speaking, they're going through a healing process.
Hmm.
Because when you speak, then you know those triggers that you're angry about, that you have unforgiveness about, that you're ashamed of, or maybe you feel guilty, right? So when they speak, they're healing and then they write.
Hmm.
And so they become authors. So this is what we do. Our stories, His glory. Now we have our third time, our third volume 3 for 2024. Anybody that's interested, share your story, write your story now, right? And then we have media that's waiting on you. You're speaking, speaking, speaking. And
Mhm.
then when you get in the middle of the sea, as we're on our way to Jamaica, we have a conference, which in a beautiful room on a beautiful ship, and you'll be speaking life into women, sharing your story, giving who the glory,
Yes. Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
so that's what Speak Life in Our Story, His Glory is about. And so we're doing a cruise to Jamaica May 13th to May 18th, and you have all year to pay for it. Hey.
And again, that's going to be in the comments. Or he's going to share it so you guys can get connected and get plugged in to all these fabulous things that she's a part of, that she's doing, that she's created, that she's sharing with us. You know, when you meet somebody and people come into your life, um, and sometimes you meet people, they come into your life and breathe life into you,
Oh.
and you don't even know, like, she didn't even know how much she like encouraged me and made me feel like I can. You That's why speaking life is so important. And like you said, speak your story, speak your truth, because there's somebody else sitting there like, I can't tell anybody that.
Mhm.
But they need to tell people their story, because
Mhm.
your story and your truth is going to help somebody else.
That's right.
And you don't know who. You don't know who. You know how many times you're just standing in a grocery line, just and you're just talking to people. Your story or whatever little snippet you give somebody might be the thing that flips their light on and say or says, you know what? I feel better today. That's what I
Mm.
always tell you guys. When you see a woman walking, or if she looks like she's looking down, she looks like she looks sad, if she looks, don't look at her and go, smile. You should smile. Don't say that. Guys, stop saying that. We're busy. We have so much in our mind because we're doing everything for everybody. And
It's true.
this is something, everything that she's providing is self care. Everything that she's giving you is a part of your self care. It's
Amen.
self care. Me being a wardrobe stylist, it's a part of your self care.
Mhm.
You don't like shopping, you need to look good but you want somebody to do it for you. It's a part of your self-care. Give it to yourself. You deserve it. Deserve it. Treat yourself. But everything that you do, everything that she's doing is a part of your self-care. It's nothing but positive. Nothing but positive that's just come out of this show today. So get yourself some life.
He said, "Get you some life."
Get you some
It's
life.
life. Yes. Yes.
Life. Get yourself some life. So you guys, I'm getting ready to ask her about her personal style, because she can switch it up, 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 up. So she's going to tell us what's your style? How do what makes you feel like, what look makes you feel most powerful when you get, especially when you get up on the stage?
I'm a glam girl. I am a girly girl, glam girl. Okay. I'm one. I'm one of those. I want curls popping everywhere. I want my lashes to slap you in the face when I do pap 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 pap. I want my lip gloss popping, right? I'm a girly girl, right? And I love glam, but I also I like I like I feel like I can glam anything,
Hmm.
right? But it just makes me feel powerful. It makes me feel feminine to have this beautiful feminine energy, and still be a boss, right?
Right.
And still be God's girl, So it's like having all of these different, I guess, people, know, that you represent.
Right.
And I believe I represent every woman under the sound of my voice. That you are distinctive, determined, and dynamic. And you can do anything that you put your mind to, and you can be glamorous and beautiful and do it unapologetically. So
Right. Because when you're speaking, you want to look like the other side. You want to look like when you step on that stage, you want to look like the other side of glory.
yeah,
You want to look like you're there. And people who are aspiring to get there want to look like that. So
because
when you
this is
when
my
you
everyday look. This is I can look like this every day, and I can be going to the zoo. You hear me? Be like, where is she going? To the mailbox. To the mailbox. Mind your business. You know, I'm one of them people that
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love that look because I'm a minimalist for the most part. So totally am digging that look. I'm digging this look too because this also speaks to who you are. So I love the versatility. I love how you can switch it up and you always look beautiful. You always look put together and polished and beautiful.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. Now, for those that I have on magnetic lashes, I call them Laticia Nicole magnetic lashes, and they don't all have to be this long. I have them different, different lengths. But I love makeup. It's nothing wrong with a little makeup, right?
nothing wrong with
Long as you're not trying to hide your frown and paint on a smile, right?
it's right.
So we want to make sure we're not putting on mask, but but it's okay to like makeup. And so with my lashes, I tell people they're a blink of beauty, right? And,
Right.
and I show them how to put on their lashes because not everybody can afford to go get their lashes done every 2 weeks, and not everybody can afford. But hey, you can put some magnetic lashes on that'll last for 3 or 4 days.
Well, I'm the first to admit I am not very good with makeup. I do wear it because I feel like I always need something. I always want a little something on. But I will go get my face made up in a minute, though. I will go do that for events because I know my weaknesses, and that's a part of my self-care is to treat myself to a full face of beautiful makeup and feel beautiful. Um, I definitely am going to get some lashes so I can.
I'll show you how to put them on. We'll have a private Zoom, you and
Okay.
I'm going to show you how to put on these blinks of beauties. Okay.
Okay. All right. That sounds great because I definitely want to start doing them. I usually just put mascara on myself. But there's just, I'm open to learning. But for me, it's all about speed. Grab and go style. You want to look cute in a hurry. So beautiful magnetic lashes. That's to me, that sounds like fast. And I'm ready to go.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Grab and go beauty. See, there you go.
I love that. Grab and go beauty.
Grab and go beauty.
Now, I will let you guys know. So I tried to do the comments. It's not letting me. So LaticiaNicole.com. That's where you can find everything.
Yes. And don't worry, we're going to get those in there. We're going to get those. Everything's going to be in there, you guys. Everything. Because I need all that information too.
Okay.
So this was so much fun. Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you. Thank
welcome.
you for joining me and sharing all the beautiful things that you do to support women. I'm a big cheerleader for women, and anytime I have someone fabulous and somebody so kind and generous with their time, energy, and their spirit, I love it, and I so appreciate you. Thank you so much for
You
coming
are
on my
so
Mondays.
welcome. You are so welcome. I look forward to seeing you again. I look forward to even learning more about you, right? And I believe that we'll change the world together. one woman at a time, to let them know that they are fearfully and wonderfully made and distinctive, determined, and dynamic.
That's right. And you guys know where you can find me. I'm Yo Taylor at the Style Table. I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. You can see Dr. Laticia Nicole Beatty on YouTube and on Facebook, LLC, along with many other women that I've interviewed that talking about their business and their styles and sharing with us their gifts and treasures. So again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at the Style Table LLC and follow me on Instagram and Facebook at the Style Table LLC and LinkedIn. I really appreciate the support, and we will see you next Monday at 7 p.m. on My Style Mondays. Thanks, you guys. Bye.